Hey guys, I'm Captain Dark and this is the Dwarf Fortress video tutorial 2010 part 4. In the previous episode I got slaughtered by goblins. Since then some things have changed. Back then I abandoned the fortress by this way basically and then reclaimed the same spot again. And that worked, that made all the goblins on the map friendly. There's actually still a goblin over here. This is one of the bastards who killed me in the last video you saw. And he's been here defending my fortress since he's friendly now, for some reason. And he's even been attacking other goblins. You can see somewhere in this list. Yeah, here's a friendly goblin pikeman. This is another one. But that's what happens when you abandon the fort with enemies on the map and then reclaim it. Any enemies on the map will be made friendly, and maybe that's something just of the version I'm playing, and that'll probably be fixed later. But it was nice from out there. Those goblins helped me from some other attacks. Also, I shored up my defenses. This was the farming area from the beginning. I've built a lot more stuff, as you can see. And here I've built basically a big wall around my fort, just like the other ones, with lots of traps over here. There's some cage traps, some weapon traps, each with like 5 traps in them. And I've started digging around in a second line of defense too, just like in Breakfast Gears. Here's a line of defenses, and it's the same idea. I've dug a big channel out my fortress and made it so that only a few places the goblins can get to me, and put traps in those. Anyway, my fortress has grown quite a bit. Let me do a little tour. Here's some elves which are trading. Not caring much about that for the moment. It's the starting level. Don't want too fast. Here is a stockpile level. All the stockpiles are pretty filled now. So another stockpile level I made. Some more furniture stockpiles. Can't have enough furniture stockpiles. I like to build like 50 doors all in advance, and you need some big stockpiles for that. Here's my hospital, and we'll be back on that later. As you can see, there's also some dwarves in the hospital over here. My new hyper deluxe engraved dining room with some nice engravings, Mario even, and Tira Polish waves, whatever. Going down, this is bedrooms with more expansion room for later. This is the rooms for my nobles, which all have very nice rooms. Like see, this is the room of the Nameless One and Dr. Wright. Down here is the mines for the first cave level actually. Here's my new gravesite. Here's all sort of coffins. Lots of my dwarves have died in the meantime. I've done a lot of stuff off screen. Some more stockpile levels, which I'm gonna use in a moment too. Going down, and the magma forges which I've completely built. Here's the magma path. Magma comes in from here basically, drops down, goes all through these paths. And I've built my magma forges above it. And that's about all the interesting stuff for now. So let's get on with hospitals. Taking a break for a moment. Alright, now for hospitals. Hospitals are where your dwarfs get healed. In the previous versions of Dwarf Fortress, the previous videos I did, there was no way to heal dwarves. If they just die, they would just lie sick in a bed forever, basically. Now there's a hospital where your Dr. Dwarfs can try and fix them. Let's take a look at my hospital here for this moment. Here are some sick dwarves. You can look at wounds with V and W, and then go for the dwarf. Most of these have some arm wounds. I've had a couple of accidents in mining, with some miners fell down a couple of levels, and also some battles against some more goblin ambushes, which I won, but still some hurt. But let's move on. I don't have much time. Yeah, to build a hospital, you need to make a hospital zone. It's a new type of zone, it's just like the other side zones, like the meeting area and the water source. But this one is for hospitals, basically. You make it the same way, press I, then enter 2 times, and you should have a hospital zone. Well, not here in the dirt or in the walls. Anyway, in here, you can look at the information of the hospital, which will tell you what it needs, by pressing capital H. And yeah, here it says what it needs, and what I have already. As you can see, I have a lot of stuff over here, and some things I have, some things I don't. Not all of them are basically important, and if possible you should have them all, but there are some bugs with soap, for example, so I'm not going to show that in this version. Anyway, in the hospital, you can basically build a hospital anywhere. You can build it right here in the stockpile if you want to, but you will it's easier to just make a zone for a hospital. You need a couple of things. So first off is beds. As you can see, I've built some beds over here, and you also need coffers or containers, and tables. Well, those 2 things you should know how to build. I've built those earlier in the previous sets of videos. But some new things are like the traction bench. That's totally new in Dwarf Fortress 31.31, dot something. And you build traction benches at a mechanics workshop. Here's mine. To build one, you just press A and capital R for some reason, the traction bench. And to create one traction bench, you need 1 table and 1 set of mechanisms, if I am right. And that will then it will be built, and then you can build it in your hospital just like anything else with the B menu somewhere over here, capital R again. Well, I don't have any at the moment, but as you can see, there's some over here in the corner. For some reason they look like flowers in Mike Mayday style set. So yeah, that's all the buildable stuff in the hospital. Also, I've built containers, beds, tables, traction benches. My Dr. Dwarfs can do their job, but they need stuff to work with. Let's look at the menu again. So these are the buildable things, and these are the collectible things which you need to have. Thread, cloth, splints, clutches, powder, buckets, soap. Thread and cloth are part of the weaving family things. You need thread, you need both need cloth. It's for suturing, it's for dressing wounds. Splints and crutches you can make at carpenter pretty easily from wood. Same with buckets. Powder is harder to find. You make those at a kiln or a magma kiln, and you need gypsum for that or a couple of other types of stones. But leave it for now, or try to import it. Even better. Try to import gypsum if you can from the mountain homes, from when you get the chance to. Also soap. Soap you can make yourself. You can also try to import it, I guess. But in the version I'm using right now, the 31.3, there's a bug, and I get a lot of status messages from, let's say, animal tries to use soap, but it can't get to it or something. But so I'm not doing that for now. But in later versions, you might need to have to make soap, because if you don't, and I've already seen it happen, people can die from infections. Maybe there's still someone in the list. Yeah, here. Ryu, Lumina, Shade, and Undine even died from infections because their wounds weren't cleaned. Yeah, living in a dwarf world is tough. Alright, that's it for this video. I don't know when the next video will be. As you might have heard or read on YouTube or on the threads, I've run into some financial troubles in real life, and yeah, these videos are the last thing on my mind right now. Sorry guys, this is just a spare time project for me. In short, I'll manage, and I'll finish these videos. It's not much to do for 2010. Just expanded military, but it might take some time because I have other things on my mind right now. Um, oh yeah, if you want to help me, sure, be my guest, please. I've put up a donation link. I've already got some donations from you guys. Thanks everyone who to everyone who donated. That really helps. And yeah, that's basically it. And oh yeah, don't mistake me for Toady. If you want to donate to Toady, go to another place. Go to his website. If you want to donate at all, that is. If you don't, then just wait. These videos will come back. I'm gonna keep trying to make a video every Sunday if I can, but I don't know if I can manage that. We're running out of time, so I'll see you guys later.